Princess Leonor, Spain's future queen, seen countless times in uniform, at ceremonies, in official portraits. Always calm, always composed, always regal. But not this time. For the first time, the world witnessed something different. Not the steel of a soldier. Not the poise of a monarch. But tears. Real tears. And cheers that shook the air. A moment of raw humanity. A princess, like never before. The world has grown used to Leonor's discipline. Her military training. Her carefully measured appearances. Her role as heir to a centuries-old crown. Yet beneath that polished surface lies a young woman with emotions, dreams, and fears. And in this moment, the facade cracked, not in weakness but in strength. The nation saw her heart. Spain's crown in waiting revealed her soul. It happened at a ceremony charged with history. Crowds packed the square. Families waved flags. Children shouted her name. It was supposed to be a routine royal event, structured, choreographed, predictable. But destiny has its own script. When Leonor stepped forward, the roar of the people overwhelmed her. Not quiet applause. Not polite respect. A storm of cheers. And in that thunder, the princess trembled. Her eyes glistened. Her lips quivered. The cameras zoomed in. Spain froze. Tears fell. Not staged. Not expected. Genuine. In those tears, the nation saw a princess who was not a statue, not a distant figure of history, but flesh and blood. Vulnerable. Human. Believable. And what followed? Cheers. Deafening, unending. A sound that wrapped around her like an embrace. Cheers from people who saw not just a future queen, but a daughter of Spain, a young woman carrying their hopes. Cheers that spoke of pride, love, and unity in a country too often divided. At that moment, there were no politics, no rivalries, no doubts. Only shared emotion. But what made this so powerful? Because royalty rarely cries in public. Tears are seen as cracks in the armor, as weakness to be avoided. Yet here, Leonor's tears became her crown. They made her stronger, not weaker. They told the people, I feel as you feel. I am not above you. I am with you. The moment carried echoes of history. Her father, King Felipe, known for his composure, once let emotion slip when crowned. Her mother, Queen Letizia, a woman of strength, was seen wiping tears on her wedding day. But Leonor's tears were different. They were not about ceremony alone. They were about connection. A bond between heir and people, sealed not with words but with raw emotion. And the cheers, they were not just noise. They were a vow. The people saying, we see you. We accept you. We will follow you. In that sound, Leonor heard her future. She heard the crown settling on her shoulders. She heard the love of a nation binding itself to her path. But what triggered the tears? Was it the sheer force of the crowd? Was it the weight of knowing she will be Spain's first queen in centuries with full powers? Or was it simply the realization that, in that moment, she was no longer just Leonor the daughter, the cadet, the sister, she was Leonor the queen-to-be? Perhaps all of it. Perhaps too much to hold back. The royal family's reactions revealed even more. King Felipe looked on, steady, his eyes soft with pride. He knows what it means to feel history pressing down, to carry the hopes of millions. Queen Letizia, ever protective, fought her own tears as she watched her eldest daughter display the heart of a monarch. And Princess Sofia, her constant companion, her younger sister, reached for her hand. The world caught that gesture. A bond of sisters, unshaken by duty. The moment rippled outward. Across Spain. Across Europe. Across the world. Headlines called it a glimpse of the queen Spain needs. Analysts said her humanity will protect the monarchy more than any speech or policy. People who once doubted the crown whispered, she is different. She is real. And Leonor herself, after the tears, she steadied, wiped her eyes, stood taller, and smiled. The cheers did not fade. They grew. And in that smile, the people saw resilience. A young woman who can cry and then rise. Who can be vulnerable and still strong. That balance is what makes a queen. Royal watchers say Spain has not felt such closeness to the crown in decades. Not since the early days of Felipe's reign. Leonor, in a single moment, did what no policy could do. She united hearts. She reminded her people that monarchy is not about distance but about connection. And her tears, those fragile drops, became a symbol of strength. In the weeks that followed, footage of the moment spread everywhere. Social media replayed the close-up again and again. Comment sections filled with words like, real, moving, our queen. Children drew pictures of Leonor wiping her eyes. Elderly Spaniards said they had never felt prouder. Even critics softened, admitting, she feels. She cares. She is one of us. This was not a staged fairy tale. This was not palace choreography. This was the unfiltered truth of a princess stepping into her role. Like never before, Leonor showed the world not only who she is, but who she will be. Tears and cheers. Two forces entwined. One of vulnerability. One of power. Together, they forged an image that will linger for generations. Spain did not just see their princess. They saw their queen. And when history looks back, it may not remember the exact date, or the official speeches, or the titles. It will remember the moment when Leonor cried. The moment the people cheered. The moment Spain's future queen revealed her heart, like never before. This is not the end of her story. It is the beginning. The crown will one day sit on her head. But already, it rests in her heart. And in the hearts of her people, bound forever by tears and cheers. This is Princess Leonor, Spain's future. Like never before.